caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Nice.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington's offense will take the field first. Here's their big tight end, Decker to grab. We got a duel in this game with two of the better tight ends in the country. Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down for this offense. Williams on the play fake. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Third down coming up after the completion. He's looking downfield to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Nittany Lions offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Rocco back. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're going to run it to the right.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Out wide left, it's Wallace. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go five wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Wallace. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for the edge, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Williams. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Caught, it's Moss. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 3rd and long coming up. Williams looking for a man. Got out of trouble and throws. Left side, it's Moss. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Williams. Back's got it on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wideout. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's Williams again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Coming out with it, it's Martin. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. On the move, it's Wallace. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out wide right, it's Alexander. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down. And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Makes a move. He's got it out. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Out of bounds all the way down at the 33-yard line, and they were backed up, but not for long. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Williams to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples.
Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons in Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hansen, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn State fans are used to. And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Wallace. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, they'll throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw on you.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He's got the back in the middle. Looking for room at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Past the 6. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Still looking. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Williams. Out wide left, it's Moss. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Washington wants to go quickly.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So,
time to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Williams to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Caught by Williams on the right. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Throwing, Williams. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Taken down. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Makes the grab. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Williams looking for a man. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's got it on the run. That should be the final play of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 18 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Bearcats coming away victorious in an absolute instant classic. We'll have to check the record books to find the last time both teams went over 50 points. My goodness, what a game. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Martin. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Season alley. Maybe some room here. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Caught, and he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. Comes down. It's Moss. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Moss. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Play action with Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Moss. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Washington! Fitted in the window for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And they tacked on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Finds his man. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver.
Snags it, and he's open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Running to the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Washington right back to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. It's Williams again. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide left, it's Moss. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Williams looking for a man. The throw. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a 1st down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll get rid of it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Swapped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
The run inside. It's Wallace. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Powers inside. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Williams Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Williams will pass. Flips it out in the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Wants to go up top on second down. Lucky to get it off.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Touchdown, Washington! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And despite this point being relatively meaningless, I suppose it could carry value for some. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats, and not much else, as this one is in the books. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.